The moment I pick up the camera, they're like behind me. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some coffee. I'm gonna soothe my little baby, and I will be back. All right. So I'm gonna try my best to like talk to you guys. Like I'm gonna look directly at the camera. I'm not gonna keep looking at my face over there to make sure that I'm in focus. And I'm gonna talk to you, girl. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I love saying that. It's exciting. It makes me feel like a YouTuber. Welcome back. This girl, yes. This is my second video in a week. Look at me being consistent. Oh my god, I'm out of focus. Just gonna put it on manual. Can you just focus on me? Focus on me. This is why I keep looking over to the right, because my computer is actually sitting there. So it helps me to see that I'm focusing. Anyways, like I said, I got my coffee and we're going to talk. It's a little hot. Let's just talk about how I even got to like 277. Like, how did I get to 277, which was my highest weight ever? So before I met this guy and he impregnated me multiple times, I was about I think I was like 150 pounds. And I got to 150. I've always been heavy my entire life. I've never ever not been fat. As a child, I was chubby. As a teenager, I was like extra thick. And then as like a late teen, early adult, when I met him, I was like 19. I was like a solid 150. So I wasn't that heavy. I'm 5 feet 4 inches, 4.5 inches. Still overweight by like body mass index standards, but not like obese. So I was about 150 when I met him. After that, I shot up to maybe during that pregnancy, like I think like 230 was my highest. It was like 230, maybe even like, I think it was like 230 in 2009. So I gave birth to that kid and I lost all the weight. Now I didn't lose the weight, to be honest, I did not lose the weight in a healthy way. I was a substance abuser and I abused substances, and that prevented me or kept me from eating. I did that for about 1.5, 2 years, got pregnant again. This is right after I lost the weight, got pregnant again. And I had that baby, my second son. My father got sick and unfortunately he died. And I literally, that's when I actually found fitness this time. But I was still abusing substances. And I ended up not eating properly, but I did lose weight. And I did actually start joining. I went to the gym, etc., etc. But I still wasn't very like fitness conscious, health conscious. I wasn't. I just wasn't. Boom, 2.5, 3 years later, I'm pregnant again. So I get pregnant again with my third son. This is now 2016. I get pregnant with my third son. I gain all the weight back and I give birth to him. So, and that during that time, like I had been going through so many different changes. Like we moved back into my mom's house. I was like 26 and a half or 27 in 2016. Yeah. So we moved back to my mom's house and I just had another baby, a third child. My eldest son was like 7. My second son was like 4. And here I am with this third baby. My boyfriend, he had just lost his job. I was the only one working, really. It was a hard time for us. And then my dad had just been, just passed away a couple of years prior. It was a lot. So I went to my 6-week appointment. First of all, let me tell you something. First of all, I went to that 6-week appointment without the baby. This is how you know, like, I was just, like, completely out of it. I went to the appointment with no baby. So like we're sitting there and like 30 minutes in, he's like, so where's the baby? My doctor. Yeah. So I forgot to bring the baby to the 6-week appointment. But when I stepped on the scale, oh my God, something just really like was something triggered, just like respond to me. Like I guess it was like fear and then like doubt, because it was like, holy shit. I stepped on that scale, 6 weeks, 220 pounds, and I freaked out. Mind you, when I started the journey, or started when I became pregnant in 2016, I was like 167. So this was actually the pregnancy where I gained the least amount of weight. Okay, so I left that appointment. I was like distraught. I pulled into the parking lot of my local supermarket and I sat there. And I was sad. And I was like, what the hell am I going to do? I'm 220. How am I going to lose this weight? Like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to like stay alive in this situation with my kids and their father? He has no job. We're at my mom's house. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't even want to like be on earth anymore. You know, like that's how far it went. And I went inside Publix, and I don't know what triggered in me, but I literally picked up a gallon of ice cream, put it in the cart. I'm sorry, no, I picked up a pint. I put it in the cart. I got a spoon, like one of those plastic spoons from the deli. Sat in the car, cried my fucking eyes out, and ate all of that ice cream. And like that ice cream tastes so good. Like that made me feel good in those moments. And I kid you not, for like the next 6 months, I then I was eating about a pint or more of ice cream every single day. That's not an exaggeration. Every day I had a pint of ice cream. So I went from 225 at that 6-week appointment in 2017 to 277 when I stepped on the scale when I was admitted to the hospital for an asthma exacerbation with a collapsed lung, a tiny collapse in my lung. When I left the hospital, I think I lost like 10 pounds in like 3 days. It was at least 10 pounds in 3 days. I left the hospital and like things changed for me. The first thing I said to myself was, okay, I know I want to lose this weight, but I want to like lose this weight. Like I don't want to just keep saying that I want to lose this weight. Like I don't want to keep just saying it. Like I need to do something about this weight. And the first idea that came in my mind was, I know what the problem is. The biggest problem that I'm facing right now is there's too much sugar going into my coffee. I'm taking in too much coffee daily, and I need to stop the ice cream. So that's what I worked on first. I slowed down on the sugar in my coffee. And then I stopped the ice cream. Like I stopped it. Within those couple of like weeks, I was dropping weight, like massive amounts of weight, maybe like 20 pounds in like 2 or a month and a half. And then once I got to like 240, which you should be seeing like a shot of me at like 240 right now, it was like game on. Like that was it. Like now I have to figure out exactly how I'm going to sustain the rest of this. Because no longer could I just keep cutting. I literally had to figure out how to lose weight. How am I going to start losing weight naturally? How can I do that? So now that you know a little bit more about my journey to this point, let me give you guys some real serious tips on how I started and how I sustain it. So the very first tip that I would say is do exactly what I did. You know what the problem is, don't you? You know what the problem is. You know that something in your life needs to change. So take 1 or 2 of those things and make that change for like a week. Do it for 1 week and then continue to increase the intensity of it. So for me, it was removing the sugar from my coffee like dramatically until I could get down to maybe 1 or 2 cups a day. And then it was also just eliminating the ice cream. The second tip, drink a lot of water. If you can drink up to a gallon of water per day, plus eliminate some of those things that you know is causing you an issue, do that. I suggest a gallon. If you can't do a gallon, do a half. If you can't do a half, I don't know if you're at 0, but if you're at 0 and you add maybe 2 to 3 8-ounce cups of water every single day, that also makes a difference. That leads me to my next point. Get moving. Get moving. You don't have to like be in the gym like dying to see sustained weight loss. You can actually just start with just like normal things. Go for a walk for 15 minutes. Walk around your neighborhood, walk the park, walk your dog for 30 minutes a day, and just get moving. I hope that what I mentioned to you really makes sense. I will make a video with like what I eat in a day, maybe what I eat in a week, maybe what I go, what I buy at the grocery store, so that it's a little bit more specific, so I can really get down to helping you. But that's my journey. That's where I've been. So there you are. I thank you guys for like tuning in and coming back this week to watch this video. I really don't know if I'm making any sense. So if I am making sense to you, give me a thumbs up in the comments, or you can send me a DM on Instagram. Send me an email, visit my website. And I thank you again. So it's been fun.
I'm gonna be a fireman.
You're gonna be a fireman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep. I'm gonna be a fireman.
Have you been brushing your own hair?
I think I'll be what you have to say. I gotta be guy bag.
Okay.
I gotta get bad guy.
All right. Everybody get out. Everybody out. Everybody out. Everybody out.